Hello, hello. Welcome to Shading White. I'm Marilyn, and today we have an estate auction bag from that estate that we had at the end of last year. This is name brands. It's Miriam Haskell, some sterling, Paris, bracelet, costume. So we have a whole bunch here and pretty cool pieces, let me tell you. I have had this, of course, since probably this was in September of last year. And I still have quite a few of those trays that we got. And if you aren't familiar, last year our local jewelry auction had an estate of a woman who had a huge jewelry collection. And she passed away, and this is her family went through the jewelry and brought the auction, who she was at every single week. Unless it was storming, she was there. And she considered them her second family. So she had all her stuff brought to the auction that the family didn't want to keep, and this is part of it. If you haven't been here before, my name is Marilyn, my husband's name is Barry, and we are resellers. We sell on multiple platforms, and we bring everything to you first. And we do put a price on everything. It's discounted, and all you do is send us an email to shadingY@gmail.com. Tell us the item you want with a timestamp and a description. If you haven't already given us your mailing address, please provide that. All this information is down below in the description area. Just click more and it's there in writing. Shipping is $5 in the United States. Under 12 ounces, anything over or out of the United States is based on where you're located and how much it weighs. We upload videos Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we also, that's jewelry videos. And then we also do other videos occasionally. And we also do daily shorts, and you can purchase from those also. So this is a fabulous collection here. And what I'm going to do is scoot everything to the side and then just pull one item out at a time, and we'll go over it. These are some spectacular pieces, let me tell you. I was love so many of these pieces. All right, first off, we're going to start with this Coro piece. This is a 10 Commandments 1950s Coro. I'm going to go in tighter because I was watching the video back and I just didn't think I was showing enough details. So I'm going to go in a little tighter for us to see more details. So this is the 10 Commandments, as I said, from the 1950s. It's a silver tone charm bracelet, and it has all 10 commandments. It has a Roman numeral in the center, and then the actual commandment, acted out. I thought that was really a cool piece. Very, very detailed. All 10 are here, and it is signed here with a fold-over clasp on the back of it with a Coro, with a copyright sign, and that is from the 50s. It is a fabulous chain also. The chain is a double chain, and it's textured. And it has a really, really lovely, meant to be patinaed look to it. And on this, let me get us a size. This is a size 7. And on this, I'm going to say, let's do $35. Beautiful piece. Next, we have this piece. It comes in its little box. And it is a charm or a pendant that's enameled and 800 silver. Very, very detailed piece also. It's the red coat that is enameled. It has a hat on. I don't know if this is like a soldier or just an equestrian jumper, but it is signed right here, 800, and it is in this little box. And this is going to be $12. Next, we have this Mickey. This is an older Mickey. It is signed down here. Walt Disney Productions, right here, Walt Disney Productions. And then in here it's signed, but I can't read that. What it says in there, it's very difficult. It's a gold tone with, it's like a metallic kind of paint. And it has rhinestone eyes. Actually, I don't think it's rhinestone eyes. I think it's just popped out. And the red is on top of that. So I think those are just paint. But it's a cool piece. And this is going to be $20. Next we have this really cool 1930s, 1940s shooting star brooch. It is, let me be sure. Yeah, it's rhinestones on all of it. There's nothing missing. You know it's a 1930s, 1940s because of the clasp. It's one of those that just barely moves and then it opens. It doesn't go all the way around. It's just a little like quarter turn. This one is marked France and there is a logo. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do 25. But there's the France and the logo. Cool piece. Next we have this, which is a Kenneth Lane rhinestone enamel Art Deco style brooch. It has four, I believe it's 4 missing rhinestones, okay? And without the rhinestones missing, this is on line in a couple different places between $50 and $75 with no missing rhinestones. However, since ours does have missing rhinestones, I am going to just offer it to you for $12. This is a gorgeous piece, and it is signed Kenneth Lane right here. So very nice. Next, we have these clip-ons that are Marcasite. They are fabulous. Look at that. It's a gunmetal with black Marcasites. Well, not black. They're still, of course, but they just have that black, shiny look. Here's the bag. These are so well made. They are not signed, but they are gorgeous. And I don't see any Marcasites missing. And on these, I'm going to say, let's do $15. Next, we have the Jester pen. This is a gesture. It's got a musical instrument. It's got like a puppet. Very, very detailed to it. It is signed 1990 Siegel Pewter, Canada. Very cool piece. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's just do $15. Now this piece I did a short on some time ago. This is such a cool company. This is, let me think of how to pronounce it. It is a made-up name. It is Ermani or Ermani Bulatti. And it is made up of the owner and designer. And it's a beautiful piece. It is made of a silver tone. The square glass Swarovski crystals, mother of pearl in the center, and then silk braids around the edge that is gray. Isn't that beautiful? As I said, it's signed on the back. It's got a full pin, and they were really known for their geometric design, very Art Deco style. However, they are not an Art Deco company. The history of the company is that it began in 1984 with a Dutch jeweler named Herman Tiglier, and his workshop was in the Netherlands. And then in 1995, Tiglier, a trained designer, joined his father's business, and the name was changed, which is Ermani, which comes from Herman, and Bulatti comes from Van Berg. And according to the data, the company ceased to exist in 2012 under this name. And they made unique made Art Deco style items, and they used also elements from Italian and Egyptian cultures. They also use dragonflies and butterflies, huge crystals, and unusual materials. They, since the silk, you don't really see that a lot in brooches or jewelry. They also use mother of pearl and shells, pearls, ivory, the silk, and semi-precious stones. And their base metals were generally used with washed or oxidized old silver, gold, tin, and bronze. There is a bronze of this also. And there's also a mesh surround here. And they only had their items in very upscale elite boutiques in London, Milan, Paris, Amsterdam. And then in 2012, the let's see, how is it that some people broke off after 2012 when the company ceased to exist, and then they put it out as Bulatti B and V, and those pieces weren't as high quality as the ones that are signed just the Ermani Bulatti. So when you're out searching, be sure that you're looking for that full name, so you get the quality or more quality pieces. So just gorgeous. And on this one, I'm going to do $75. Next, we have this interesting, beautiful piece. It's a mesh on the inside. It is signed with a little, let's see if we can see that right there. It says Volupte, I think that's how you say it, Volupte, Volupte. It is etched on mesh. So there's mesh and then more silver tone and then an etching and then texture. Very, very cool piece. It does have some give to it, so it can fit pretty much any wrist size. As I said, mine's a 7.5, so it's a little tight on me. So I would probably say a 7 or smaller you would want for this. And on this, I'm going to do, this is from the 1950s. I'm going to say, let's do $25. Next, this one's really, really unusual. This one, I think, is an upcycled piece, okay? So you've got an edged cuff and a silver tone, and then somebody has added, I believe, these two enameled, beautifully enameled dogs. One has a chain, one has where it had the chain, but the chain is missing. So I think this has been upcycled and added, which is cool. Very unique. It's one of a kind piece. And again, this is one of those that can be manipulated because it's got a lot of give in it. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do 15 on this one. Love that. You could even take these little dogs off and put them on something else. Next, we have this Dragonfly. It's a brooch. It's unsigned. It is a beautiful piece. However, I want you to see right here on this leg that the silver tone has started to come off a little. It's really cool and heavy, nice size, quality piece. However, you know, you can see it not as shiny right there. And on the Dragonfly brooch, I'm going to do just $12. Beautiful. Large size, as I said. Next, we have this little new on card piece. It's by Mazel. It is made in the USA. It's the Space Needle. Really great piece. It is sterling silver and very detailed again. And on the Space Needle, I'm going to do just $12. New old stock. Now we have this piece, which I believe is going to be, it could be pewter, it could be pot metal. I'm horrible about, I think pewter is a little harder than the pot metal. This is African violets, a beautiful, very detailed brooch. I don't see a name anywhere, but it is well done. And on the vintage African violets brooch, I'm just going to do 15. Now we have some bracelets, and the first one we're going to do is this vintage amber glass and Marcasite bracelet. It is really, really pretty. Definitely glass, not amber. You can see the swirls that have been added. And I cannot tell for the life of me if this are pressed or real Marcasites. It does say, let's see if it says on the inside 925. It does have that buttery feel, but if it is, then it has a coating because I could not get this to test. What I'm thinking it is silver plated, okay? Because I just could not get it to test at all. And I'm looking for, there it is, our measuring tape. This is 7.5 inches. And on this gorgeous, very vintage piece, I'm going to say, let's do $25. Love it. Next, we have this beauty. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, that is gorgeous. Again, I could not get this to test. However, I do believe this one is just silver tone. It is a panel bracelet, but look at those blue glass Rivoli. See how they peak at the tips up. So they're Rivoli glass, and none of them are broke. It is a filigree silver tone, and on this one, it is, let me give you a size. It is 7.5 inches, and on this one, I'm going to do 35 for the blue one. Beautiful. Next is this one. This is a tennis bracelet, and that's what they call them now, okay? They were not called tennis bracelets before. But if you know the events or how it got to be called a tennis bracelet, that is because of Chris Everett in the 70s wore a diamond tennis bracelet, and she wore it on the court all the time, so that got that name from it. And then in the 80s, she stopped a game because her tennis bracelet broke. However, the style of this is from the 20s, and they were worn by country club members, ladies that were very classic and classy. And this is actually signed. This is this one the one that's signed? Yeah. This one is signed Crown Trifari. Okay, let me spit that out right. Crown Trifari is very, very easy to date. So one of the absolute best companies out there, because they have a date for every single way they signed their pieces. And this is just the Crown Trifari with no copyright, no trademark, nothing like that. So that tells us that this is made between 1930 and 1955. This is an Art Deco style, okay, because it could be all the way up into the 50s. However, this closure tells us that it's a little earlier than that. What it is a hidden clasp that it goes in and you push it. To pull it apart, you just push in these two little sides, but you push it together, you'll hear a click, and then it has this little locking mechanism that there's a little latch right there, and it slides down into the latch, so then it's completely locked. These are square rhinestones. They are beautiful. They are glass, and this one has a beautiful, nothing's missing, nothing's cracked. And these are bezel set, so there's no prongs, and it's not glued in. They're held in by the way they are slid into these little side panels. Beautiful piece. And on this one, I am going to say $50. Love it. And it does have a natural twist to it to follow your arm and move. Next, we have this cool piece. This is a faux piece, but it is fabulous. This is called a faux Liberty pop-out necklace. This is silver tone. It does have some discoloration. As you can see, the little bit of copper coming through it on the nose, on the tip of the hat, where it says, on her hair, where it says Liberty. It has stars on the side. It's supposed to mimic a coin that's been pushed out, and whereas Lady Liberty's face pops out of a real coin. And those can be all the way up until like $300, depending on the date. But this is a faux coin. You can see in the back. It could have been a type of coin, but it wasn't a like a monetary coin. And it's got flags on the back. And there it is. But they have taken this necklace, let me get it untangled, taken the necklace and attached it just to this really cool chain, so it won't slide up and down on the on the necklace. All of it is silver tone. It does have a thumb clasp. It is 16 inches, with the coin being 1 1/4 inch by 1 1/8 of an inch. And on this one, I'm going to do $45. Every time that I'm doing this, it makes me think, I'm like going on and on and on. I hope I'm not boring you to death, but I find this stuff extremely fascinating. So I hope you do too. And our last piece is this vintage Miriam Haskell frame brooch. This is gorgeous. This is a monogram cut steel Marcasite initial frame brooch. Okay, so what that means is it's still new with all the tags. Okay, it has the Haskell Jewel Limited, tells you how to put in initials. Okay, you could, when this was new, and I'm sure you can still find them online, you could buy initials. You could also buy decorations. So like if you wanted not your initials and you wanted like flowers with some vines, you could buy 3 little plates. Okay, or if you wanted a flower with just 2 initials, you could do that. And how you did that was there are 3 clips on the back, and it just clipped in. And this brochure right here told you how to do it. Here it is signed Miriam Haskell, and it still has the Neiman Marcus, that this was originally $70 with the SKU from Neiman Marcus. And it was marked down to $35. And on this one, this is another one I see all over the place online. I saw it up to $300. However, I don't have initials, which is kind of good in my opinion, because it can look like anybody could get this. It doesn't have to be just the person with those initials. And on this one, I'm going to do $60. So what'd you think? I thought this was an incredible lot. I think the pieces are gorgeous and stunning. I love the history of all of them. And I hope you did too. If you saw something you're interested in, send us an email to shadingwhy@gmail.com. Very, very simple. We appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. And we will see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Bye.